Do you have a savings account? If so, do you know the APY or interest rate that you're currently earning? Because for over a decade, the interest rates on savings accounts have paid almost nothing. Even now, the national average on a savings account is only 0.40%. But over the past year, the interest rates paid on high interest savings accounts has skyrocketed to 3%, 4%, and even 5% APY. In this video, we'll discuss the key factors that you should be reviewing when shopping around for a savings account. Then we'll do a walkthrough of 10 different savings accounts which all pay a very high APY. So if you'd like to find out how to earn 3%, 4%, or even 5% APY on your savings, then you'll want to spend the next few minutes watching this video. Hello everyone, this is Lewis with HeroBanker.com, and we're your friendly neighborhood bankers. Today, we're excited to discuss the best high interest savings accounts in 2023. As always, we've done all the research and compared the best savings accounts from traditional banks, online banks, credit unions, and more. Like we mentioned in the intro, savings accounts have paid almost nothing for over a decade. These days, most high yield savings accounts are offered by online banks. In fact, the interest rates paid by most traditional banks is still pretty low, which is why, again, the national average on a savings account is still only 0.40%. So if you're interested in earning a high APY on your savings, then we'll probably need to venture outside the realm of traditional banks. If you're not too familiar with online banks and how they work, you can check out our video titled Online Banks versus Traditional Banks. This video discusses what an online bank is and how they work. Also, if you enjoyed the content, we would greatly appreciate a click on that subscribe button at some point during the video, as we would love for you to be part of our Hero Banker community. Okay, now let's get started. Before we list the best high interest savings accounts, let's discuss the 5 key factors that we've used in our analysis. These factors are the things that you should be reviewing when shopping around for the savings account that fits you best. As we go through the list, you'll notice that these savings accounts have a fair amount of differences. Therefore, these accounts won't be listed in an objective order. Rather, we'll do our best to list the features and benefits of each savings account. Then you'll have to review what each account offers to see which account is best for you. Okay, now let's go through the 5 key points that we'll be using in our analysis and discussion of each high yield savings account. The number one most important thing is probably going to be the APY or interest rate that you will be earning. After all, if you're in the market for a high interest savings account, then you probably want an account that pays high interest. Therefore, APY will be the highest weighted factor in our listings today, because generally speaking, the higher the rate, the better. However, as we'll see, there are other factors that are also important besides just APY. Also, keep in mind that the interest rates paid on a savings account can and will change, and in this current environment, interest rates are changing pretty often. So, for every account that we list in this video, we suggest reviewing the current APY to see if it's changed. The number 2 thing to consider when shopping around for a savings account are any fees associated with that account. These can be monthly fees, minimum balance fees, and others. Thankfully, all the accounts that we discussed today have no monthly fees or minimum balance fees. But if you open a savings account with a traditional bank, they are more likely to have these types of fees than an online bank. The number 3 thing to consider in a high yield savings account is accessibility. This mostly includes how easy it is to access your money. For example, if a bank offers a checking account and a savings account, then you can easily move money from your savings into your checking at any time. At that point, you can use your money right away because it's in your checking account. But some banks only offer a standalone savings account with no checking account. In this instance, if you want to withdraw from that savings account, then you may have to process an electronic transfer in order to access those funds. And sometimes that can take a few days. Everyone's situation is different. Some people might plan on leaving money in their savings account and never touching it. In this case, then accessibility might matter less. Other people might foresee having to withdraw from their savings account more often. In this case, accessibility might be more important. Accessibility can also include things like physical branch locations and the availability of an ATM network. The number 4 thing to consider when shopping for a savings account is stability. First, you'll want to verify that the financial institution is FDIC insured. If it's a credit union, they should be insured by the NCUA, which operates similar to FDIC. This will ensure that your money is safe in the case of a bank failure. Bank failures aren't very likely, especially for a larger bank, but they do happen at times, mostly to smaller banks. And this is something that has recently come to light with the current mini banking crisis. All of the accounts that we list today are insured by the FDIC. Stability can also refer to the strength of the bank. This isn't something that's always easy to judge, but some banks are known to be stronger or more stable than others. We do our best to avoid any banks that might be in any type of financial trouble. But again, this can be tough. Thankfully, some of these banks are public companies, so that can give us additional insight into the strength of a bank. One note is that if you see a bank offering an extremely high APY, it's always a good idea to do some research into the bank. For example, Western Alliance is a smaller bank based out of Arizona. At the moment, Western Alliance Bank is offering a very high APY on their savings account. It's actually higher than any APY that we list today. However, Western Alliance has recently been in the news regarding a potential bank failure. Obviously, we don't know what the future holds for this bank or any bank, but in a case like this, we feel like it's better to take a slightly lower APY in return for having your money in a stronger bank. The 5th thing to consider with a savings account is customer experience. This includes things like customer service, digital experience, and more. This one is probably the most subjective factor because customer experience can mean different things to different people. Okay, so those are 5 of the most important factors to consider when looking for a high interest savings account. These are the things that we've taken into consideration when reviewing each account. Once again, this list is not in order from best to worst, and it's not objective, because the best savings account for you will depend on your individual needs and preferences. With that being said, the first account that we'll discuss today is the Upgrade Premier Savings. This account currently pays an APY of 4.81%. Out of all the accounts that we review today, this account has the highest APY. Upgrade Premier Savings does not have any fees or balance requirements. One note is that Upgrade pays 4.81% APY on all deposits above $1,000. If you have less than $1,000 on deposit, the APY will be 0%. So this account is probably best for someone who plans to keep a balance of $1,000 or more at all times. Upgrade does not have physical branches, but they do offer a full slate of banking products, including a rewards checking account and several credit card options. Upgrade also offers online banking and a highly rated mobile app. Upgrade is a financial technology company that offers banking products. The company was founded in 2017, so they're relatively new. At the moment, Upgrade is a private company, so it's not publicly traded. So if you're not comfortable with keeping your money in a newer, unproven fintech, then Upgrade might not be best for you. However, deposits with Upgrade are insured through Cross River Bank. The next account we'll review today comes from the only traditional bank on this list. This is the PNC Bank High Yield Savings. This account currently pays an APY of 4.5%. PNC High Yield Savings does not have any monthly fees or service charges. PNC is the 6th largest bank in the United States. They have about 2,500 branches and 60,000 ATMs. As a traditional bank, PNC offers a full slate of banking products, including a checking account. Even though PNC is a traditional bank, this savings account can only be opened online. In addition, you also have to live in one of these states: California, Arizona, Colorado, New Mexico, Texas, or West Virginia. However, PNC does appear to offer the same APY in a few other states as well. So we recommend checking pnc.com, where you can type in your zip code for more information. PNC has been around for over 170 years, and they're a publicly traded company. Out of all the financial institutions that we discussed today, PNC is probably one of the most stable. All right, the next 3 savings accounts that we'll discuss all come from online banks. These 3 online banks all offer a checking account along with your high interest savings account. Remember, having a checking account increases the access that you have to your money. So these next 3 accounts may be best for someone who wants to put their money into a savings account, but may want more access to it as well. Okay, the first of these 3 is the SoFi Savings account. The SoFi Savings currently pays 4.3% APY. It also comes with a checking account that pays 1.2% APY. The SoFi Savings does not have any fees or balance requirements. However, it does require that you receive direct deposit into a SoFi checking or savings account. If you do not receive direct deposit, then SoFi Savings pays 1.2% instead of 4.3% APY. SoFi is an online bank with no physical branches. They were originally founded in 2011 as an online lender. Since then, SoFi has expanded into a full-service online bank. In fact, most people would probably list SoFi as a leader amongst online banks. They are a publicly traded company, and they're probably more stable than most online banks. Deposits with SoFi are FDIC insured. However, if you're not comfortable banking with a newer online bank, then again, SoFi may not be best for you. The next online bank that offers a checking account is Laurel Road. The Laurel Road High Yield Savings currently pays 4.8% APY with no fees or balance requirements. Laurel Road has been around since 2013, and in 2019 they were purchased by Key Bank. Key Bank was founded in 1825, and it's one of the largest traditional banks in the United States. Key Bank is a publicly traded company with a solid credit rating. So if you open an account with Laurel Road, this means that your deposits are FDIC insured by Key Bank. However, you will not be banking with Key Bank because the 2 companies operate separately. The third online bank that offers a checking account along with your savings account is Varo. Their Varo online savings currently pays 5% APY on your first $5,000 and 3% APY on any amount above $5,000. In order to receive the 5% APY on your first $5,000, you must meet 2 requirements. First, you must receive direct deposits totaling $1,000 or more. Second, you must end the month with a positive balance in all Varo accounts. Varo was founded in 2015, and they are not publicly traded. So, as we've said before, if you're not comfortable having your money with a newer online bank, then Varo might not be best for you. Alright, the next 2 accounts come from online banks that do not offer a checking account. So, these operate as standalone savings accounts. Remember, this could limit the access to your money. Therefore, these 2 accounts may be best for someone who plans to deposit money into their savings account and not access it very often. The first of these accounts is the Marcus by Goldman Sachs Online Savings. This account pays 4.15% APY with no fees or balance requirements. The name on this one is kind of confusing, but Marcus is a division of Goldman Sachs, and Marcus offers banking products such as this savings account. Goldman Sachs is one of the oldest and largest investment banks in the world. It was founded in 1869 and has a solid credit rating. Out of all the banks we discussed today, Goldman Sachs is probably one of the most stable. Deposits with Marcus are FDIC insured by Goldman Sachs. One extra benefit of Marcus is that although it's a standalone savings account, Marcus offers same-day transfers of $100,000 or less to and from other banks. So this should help you get your money quicker. Next up is the Barclays Online Savings Account. This account currently pays 4.15% APY with no fees or balance requirements. Barclays is one of the oldest and largest banks in the United Kingdom. Deposits with Barclays are FDIC insured by the US arm of Barclays Bank. Okay, before we wrap up, we'll list a few more accounts. In the interest of time, we'll breeze through these accounts a bit quicker, but we'll be sure to mention any key points that are relative in deciding which account is best for you. As a reminder, all of these accounts are FDIC insured. The next savings account that we'll review is the Capital One 360 Performance Savings. This account currently pays 4.1% APY with no fees or balance requirements. Capital One operates a small number of branches, but for most people, this will be an online bank. They offer a full slate of banking products, including a checking account. Next up, American Express offers their High Yield Savings account with a current APY of 4%. This account has no fees or balance requirements. American Express is known mostly for their credit cards, but they operate a full-service online bank as well. They do offer a checking account, but their checking account is currently only available to existing members with a credit card. This savings account, however, is available to anyone who would like to open one. And finally, Discover is another company that is best known for their credit cards, but they also operate a full-service online bank. They do offer a checking account along with their Discover online savings account, which pays 4.15% APY. All right, while we finish up, we'll list a few more high-interest savings accounts on the screen. We won't get into the details on these, but if you're interested in any of these accounts, you can find more information on herobanker.com. Links can be found in the video description below. One additional point is to be aware that some financial institutions will put a cap on how many times you can withdraw from your savings account per month. If you exceed the cap, you may receive a fee. This is not a factor that we use in our discussion today. So if you plan on withdrawing from your savings account often, then be aware of this. If you have any questions about a specific bank or their savings account, we're always happy to help. As a final reminder, the APY, terms, and conditions on these accounts can change at any time. Also, it wouldn't be possible for us to list every detail on how each of these accounts work. So if you find an account that you like, we recommend reviewing the current APY, terms, and conditions prior to opening a new account. Okay, that wraps up our conversation about the best high-interest savings accounts in 2023. We hope the information was helpful and easy to understand. If there's any questions, please let us know. We would also love to hear your feedback about the savings accounts that we've chosen. Do you currently use one of these accounts? If so, how do you like it? We'd also like to hear some feedback about online banks. Would you be comfortable keeping your savings with an online bank or a fintech? Or would you prefer to keep your money with a traditional bank? Let us know in the comments below. We welcome and encourage the feedback. We can also be reached on our Instagram page or at info@herobanker.com. Thank you for taking time out of your day so that we can help you become your own financial hero. We hope to see you again soon. If you'd like to see more content like this, we would greatly appreciate a like and subscribe. Also, be sure to follow Hero Banker on social media for updates on banking, finance, the economy, and more. Thank you.